Well, hello, and welcome to After the Show. I'm your host, Crystal Vilkaitis. And this week's guest was Lori Foster with The Dressing Room, and we talked all about Facebook Live selling. And I hope you feel really inspired by this episode and by the results that Lori is seeing. As you heard in this episode, if you haven't watched it yet or listened to it yet, you're going to want to go back, make the time, do it, because we're breaking down everything. I feel like almost anything that you can imagine when it comes to Facebook Live selling. So we're live streaming on Facebook, and Lori is selling on every single one of these live streams. It's really powerful. It's a great way for her to pull that lever of success and just keep seeing the repeatable results. And I ask a lot of questions, just like logistically how Lori does this and what those results are, and really helping other retailers get set up for success. So I am just so happy that Lori was willing to pull back the curtain and share everything that she's doing. It was such a powerful episode. Now, my biggest takeaway, and by the way, if you're listening to this or watching this in the Facebook group, Rooted in Retail Facebook group, give a woo woo in the comment below. I would love to see if you're watching this over in the Facebook group. And if you're not in our Rooted in Retail Facebook group, go search it in Facebook, Rooted in Retail, and join that group. Introduce yourself, share a picture. I want to see your store. So, this episode, for me, one of the biggest takeaways, and I always have a lot of different takeaways when it comes to these episodes, but I will say I'll focus on a couple, but I briefly want to add in the fact that I love so much that Lori calls her audience, her customers, her divas, and that they have their diva mugs, and she'll even live stream from vacation to connect with her divas. I just absolutely love that she's created this brand for her customers that they self-identify as being a part of and are proud to be a part of. And that she's almost creating sort of like this movement of these women who love Lori and love her store and love live shopping and just have this as entertainment and connection to the dressing room, to Lori's store. So I really did love that. And I love too that Lori was saying how she'll live stream from vacation because she wants to. She wants to connect with her divas. She loves connecting with them. So she's created such an incredible community. I think there's an opportunity for possibly some of us listening that if you don't have a name for your customers, like, what would you name them? We're still working on the name for our listeners here at Rooted in Retail. Our little roots are still my favorite. That's a story. If you're new to the show, you haven't heard that story yet about my mom calling the podcast, "Oh, how's that I saw your little roots thing." And so, maybe I think at this point we're sticking with the little roots, but what could you be calling your customers? Is there an opportunity to brand them, give them a name, something they want to belong to your brand, and then you keep saying that over and over and over in your social, in store, in your emails, so they connect with that. So I did really love that. Let me take a quick sip of water. My voice is a little raspy because just 3 days ago, we wrapped on our conference Evolve. And I did not really plan any downtime after Evolve. I thought I was going to sleep this whole week, and I've been working every day. So I feel a little tiredness in my voice, and it's a little dry. But man, we had an incredible conference, and I will tell you all about that in a future episode. But let's get back to Lori. So one thing that Lori is talking about is, she said, spontaneous creativity. That is my biggest takeaway from this episode. Having spontaneous creativity. Lori talks about how if she was really structured and scripted with these live streams, she probably wouldn't get them done, or they wouldn't be as fun for her. So she usually goes live around 10. She says 10-ish, because if there's a customer, if there's a shipment, something's going on, well, she's got to deal with that. And it doesn't put the pressure on her to feel like exactly at 10 a.m. I have to be going live. Now, she's going live around that time, but there is a little bit of that flexibility, which she personally needs to not feel the pressures. And I think that when we have pressures and we put those pressures on ourselves, it can take some of the fun away and it can take some of the creativity away. When we put ourselves in this box and we have to be so scripted and so structured in certain ways, we lose that creativity, that spontaneous creativity. And I think that spontaneousness, if that's a word, allows for even more creativity, even new ideas, fresh perspective and uniqueness and more of that fun that can be had with your customers. So also what Lori does is she's not really planning out these lives every day. She has the spontaneity. Now I can't even say the word spontaneous creativity. And so, if the weather is bad there or great there, whatever, she might tie in the weather to her live streaming event. She might bring in some of those new product arrivals. There might be a timely topic or timely conversation that happened, whatever she's feeling inspired by, time of year. That's kind of like last minute what she's going to do. She's going to go live and focus on that as that theme, focus on those products versus being super scripted out. And here's the deal. Some of us really do like structure because if we give ourselves like too much space, then it's hard for us to fill it in and we can just stay standing, almost paralyzed by the need to know exactly what I need to do. And so if you don't have like XYZ all laid out for you, you might not get started. It might be harder for you to actually get started doing these live streams. And if that's you, that's okay. Then be strict, or like be more strict, be more structured. You might know like, okay, upcoming Monday through Friday, these are the products I want to focus on, or these are the themes I'm going to have. The key here is just know what works for you. Lori needs that spontaneous creativity where she isn't super planned out. She's just like, what am I going to talk about today? And that works really well for her. That keeps it creative and fun and alive. And I think that we need to find those kinds of things within our business for all the things we're doing as far as our systems, our marketing, our training that feels more authentic and right for us. So it is more fun. That's exactly one of the things I did talk about at Evolve this year is, there's so many different ways that you could be marketing your store. There's Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and X and Snapchat and email and texting and Pinterest and loyalty and print and so many things, right? Streaming ads. And I just encouraged our audience to pick the one that you enjoy. We have to commit to marketing our stores. And in order to commit, the easiest way to help us commit is by doing something we enjoy. So Lori enjoys connecting with her divas through Facebook Live and needs them to not be structured and rigid in order for it to be fun and creative. And obviously it's working well because it's translating to those sales and people who are just showing up every day and buying products. And then if Lori is late or missing, they're like, hey, Lori, are you okay? Like, where are you on the live? We didn't see you today. So she's just got this amazing audience that she's created. She even said like Facebook live streaming is the way she's building her business. Like some of her best customers have never even walked into her store before. It's her e-commerce. So I love that too, because Lori figured out what works best for me. It's not launching a Shopify website where I'm selling products online and now I've got to manage this website and I've got to get creative on how I'm sending traffic there. What works for her is hitting go live and facilitating live selling. And we talk about how she facilitates it in that episode. So be sure to listen to it because I think you're going to see how easy this can be for you. And if you're not doing live selling and you do like connecting with your customers and talking to them, then this could be a really great episode and can give you some of that encouragement and inspiration to just get started because it doesn't have to be super high tech and it doesn't have to be hard to get started, as you'll learn in this week's episode. So it was such gold. And the final thing that I just want to share, I briefly mentioned this in Lori's episode, but I did ask her if she's paying for any ads on her live streaming videos or if it's all organic reach. And she said it's all organic reach. And I was like, if you pay, you're going to amplify those results. I just want to echo myself. I would love for Lori to do some advertising because we know that often with our live streams, when we're selling, we're often filming for the replay audience, the people who are going to catch it later. So if she's filming around 10ish in the morning, there's a very solid chance that people are catching that replay that night, the next day, maybe in a couple of days. If Lori was advertising that content to her PCGs, her perfect customer groups, she could be then leveraging that ad budget in those audiences to find new people to watch her live streaming, to recruit more divas, to sell more through her live streams. I think that she could possibly really blow it up. But it also really depends on her. I didn't ask her in this episode, do you want to significantly grow? Like, would you like to see more sales from those? Maybe the sales she's getting is super manageable and she's really happy with where she is today. But if you are doing live streaming and live selling, I really would encourage you looking into advertising those replays to get more views, more visibility, because often with marketing, it's a numbers game. The more people you get in front of, typically the more sales you're going to see. If you're getting in front of the right customers with the right offering, then you tend to see more sales. So if you are great on video and they're already performing, that's why I think this is going to be great for Lori. She sells on every single live stream. So if they're already performing, I think that she could take this and put it in front of more people. And if that's a similar situation for you, but you're not advertising, I would really encourage you to check that out. We can run your ads for you. We have an ads agency at Crystal Media. So if you want to learn more, you can go to crystalmediaco.com. You can click on our ads management tab. You can click on the scale tab because scale offers ads management, or you could just book a call with Pauline and see how we can help grow your visibility on these live selling videos. But I just think there is such an opportunity there for Lori. So again, love so much that she pulled back the curtain, let us peek inside, let us hear all of her amazing success. It was so good. Lori mentioned Evolve several times on this week's episode, and 2025 tickets are available. We have already sold 10% of 2025. People loved 2024 so much that they were buying their tickets right there on the spot. It was an epic conference. Like I said, I'm going to do a video here shortly in a few weeks about it, so you can learn more. Man, the feedback we got, the raving reviews, this is a room you're going to want to be in. There was so much magic, and you can get your tickets for 2025 now before we sell out. We sold out of VIP this year. It was epic. So you could go to crystalmediaco.com/evolve to secure your ticket. We're in super, super early bird right now. So prices aren't going to be lower than what they are right now. So now's the time to do it. All right. Again, if you haven't watched Lori's episode, go listen to it and then share with me your takeaways. You can even share them here in the Facebook group on this video. If you're watching here in the Facebook group, leave a comment below. I want to hear what your big takeaway was from Lori. If you're feeling inspired to take action from Lori and from this episode, I want to hear it. And remember, I'm rooting for your success. Next week, we have Allison Yee with Popping Up Next. We are talking about pop-ups, pop-ins. There's so much opportunity for you to grow your brand awareness, grow your email list, your social media following, and sales through pop-ins and pop-ups. So you're going to want to tune into that episode with Allison. I love that conversation. So I'm rooting for your success. Have a great week ahead. Bye.